So today we're going to talk about blogging for leads. And first, I'm going to introduce myself. So I'm Monica. Nice to meet everybody. And this is me right here. This is Ellis. And I am not Truman. So do not mistake me with this big kitty over here. Kitty. Tiger. Sorry. There are multiple ways to get in touch with me online, and they are outlined here on this slide. So we have our blog, we have Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all kinds of different things that you can use to connect with me, Create, and me. Today we are going to first talk about our buyer personas. So it's a little out of order, unfortunately. I'm not sure why. So first we're going to talk about buyer personas. That's going to be our warm-up activity. And then after that, we're going to talk about how we're going to take people from just meeting them online to marrying us by making them into customers, right? So the marriage is making them into a customer. The meeting them is where that blogging comes in. We're going to talk about what you need to blog, how it works, and then we're going to spend most of our time actually in this 10-week success recipe. Okay, so what are buyer personas? And why are we doing them right now to start off this activity? Well, the first thing that I want us to do is get our heads wrapped around who we're speaking to, because that is one of the most important aspects of doing blogging, is making sure that you're blogging about topics that people care about, right? So buyer personas are fictional representations of your ideal customers. And they're based on real data about customer demographics and online behavior. However, today we're not going to go out and do like surveys and all kinds of stuff. We're going to pull this information out of our head. So on the old workbook, you're just going to kind of work through this on your own. If you have the new workbook, then you'll actually have lines for each one of these steps. The first thing I'd like you to do is think to yourself, just very big picture, who is this person? Are they a business owner? Are they a homeowner? Who are they? And write that down, big at the top of your sheet, so that way you understand the big picture. So for me, they're a business owner. I'm speaking to business owners. Then I want you to think a little bit about the background of this person. Think about this person's role. And if you're doing a business-to-business activity, you're going to think about what their role is at their organization. So are they the gatekeeper? Are they the janitor? Are they the decision maker, the business owner? Or maybe you're talking to individuals. So are they a mom? Are they a runner? Are they having a major life change? What is going on there? Like, what about their role? If you're working with companies, then think about that company again. Is it a mature company or a young company? And then if there are education requirements or hobbies, you can also write those down. Next, we're going to think a little bit about the demographics. Are we talking to men or women? And how old are they? Because that does matter in some cases. If your demographic is too old, then you're probably going to have a difficult time reaching them through blogging activities. Household income. So if you are doing a business-to-consumer activity, household income is probably important, because even though one member of the household may not earn enough money to buy your product, if both household earners together earn enough money to afford your product, then that would be an important one. And then also, like, where are they located? You only maybe work with people in Missouri, or maybe you work with people all around the world. Think a little bit about those identifiers, things that let you know, ooh, this person is in my target market. So buzzwords that they might use, or even misinterpreted buzzwords. So one example is that people come to my office and they say, I want to have a website and it has to have good SEO. But they don't necessarily know all the time what SEO means. They just know that somebody told them that that's what they need. So one of the things that I might work to alleviate through my blogging activities is educating my potential buyers about what SEO means and all the components that go into it, and what our belief set is on promoting your business online, because it might not necessarily be the same as other people's. SEO can mean a lot of things. And then, are there mannerisms that set them apart from other people? Think a little bit about their goals. What are their professional and personal goals, and how can you help them reach them? So maybe their goal is to have a healthier lifestyle. Maybe their goal is to grow their business. Those are really important that we understand them. Now, maybe it's a little bit deeper. Maybe their goal is to be able to play in the backyard with their children, or maybe their goal is to be able to hire a salesperson or to retire by 45. So there's lots of different things that goals could be. Understanding what their personal and professional goals are will help us tailor our blog posts so that way they can really connect with the information. So the next thing that we want to think a little bit about are, what are their challenges? Like, what are the things that are in their way of success? So for example, a business owner's, one of the things that sometimes gets in their way of success is that they don't have enough time, right? They just don't know. They're like, I don't have enough time to do these activities. I want to be able to hire another person, but I haven't outlined my sales process, but I don't have enough time to outline my sales process so I can hand it off to somebody else. Or maybe they are having a challenge relinquishing control of some of the things that they take care of. Maybe one of their challenges is this, that they don't understand certain things, or they have a lack of education about the specific topic. Maybe another challenge is that they don't even know what their challenge is, and so that's part of our goal through blogging, is to educate them about the fact that they do have a challenge. They may just not know what it is. And thinking about these in a way that you might be able to relate to or solve them. Even on the front of, like, a lot of business owners have kids, right? So family and business balance comes into play for really any professional. So that's something that you can relate to them about, but it might not be something that you can solve, but I could relate to them about it. So they come to me and they say, I want to have a website that has good SEO, I want to get lots of leads through it. And I say, okay, well, one of the ways that we could do that is through blogging. They say, I don't have time to do that. I have little kids at home. I can't do that. And you say, well, I can't help you with your little kids at home. I have little kids at home, though. And so I know how I handle my blogging, and I can help you get organized in that way to overcome that challenge. And that's one of the ways that you can help, right? So how do you help them solve their challenges? You may not be able to get their wife to agree with them that they're going to do XYZ activity, but you can help them do other things, and you might actually be able to relate to them through the wife, right? Because you're a wife, and you see it that way. And then how do you help them achieve their goals? Thinking of things that you hear them say all the time can help you put yourself in their shoes. So for example, my clients say that their clients are their #1 priority. They always have the people that they provide service to at the forefront of their minds. They are very selfless in that way, and they will work very hard to make sure that the product that they give is awesome. And so those people, I know that they say that, and they're very proud of what they do. And if they're not very proud of what they do, then they might not be a very good fit for me. And so I can use that in the language of my blog posts to let them know, like, you are proud of what you do, and you should be. And I hear you say that, and those are words that, even though I don't know you, you probably feel that way if you're in my target market. And then another really good area to explore are their common objections. So what are the things that you hear all the time about why they can't do what you're asking them to do? So for example, if it's the time factor, right? I'm a business owner, I have little kids, I don't have time to do my blogging, but I really want to grow my business to the point where I can hire an assistant. Then we have to look at that and say, all right, well, that objection is actually a challenge, and it's directly in competition with your goal. So we need to figure out a way to help you remove that, right? So that can be part of the thing that I address through writing articles like how to write a blog post in 10 minutes or less. Or if you're working with health and wellness, here's a sample meal plan for you right here. Make it easy. And every meal is with things you already have in your pantry, and it's super simple, and nothing takes more than 10 minutes to cook. I don't know what only takes 10 minutes to cook, but something, right? And then ask yourself, what do they need to make a purchasing decision? So some people might need to know price. Some people might need to know all of the different aspects of your service, the details, and it could be different for each person. They may even need to have buy-in from their boss or from their significant other to make a purchasing decision. So that could be something that you could help them overcome as well. Now if you have a pen or a highlighter, I want you to go through, and especially the last, what is it, it's like 5 through 8. Let me pull up my little worksheet here. So on items 5 through 8 of your buyer persona, I want you to highlight the things that you think, I probably need to talk about this. These are the things that I probably should be addressing in my blog or on my website or in my sales process or wherever they need to go.